Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to a rather special review. What you notice here is this isn't a normal kind of looking can I would have. You may realise it's a little bit thicker, a little bit more girthier, and a bit more taller. That's because this was sent to me by my good friend who's also been here on the channel, Jimbo. He went out to California for a vacation / holiday, and he brought me back this 805. This is a 24 fluid ounce can, so in England this is a pint can, or the American equivalent to a pint. This is a blonde ale coming at 4.7% by the Firestone Walker Brewery, and this was canned on the 07/15/25 at 10:30. That's 10:30, I think, in the morning. Could be wrong. Got a bit of information about this beer, so let's crack straight on with the information and get it out there. So obviously, as we said, this is brewed by Firestone Walker, and they are a Californian-based brewery, so big up the Californians. Originally, this used to be called Honey Blonde Ale, but they renamed it in 2012. You can see why it was called Honey Blonde Ale, because that is absolutely stunning. What a colour. So yeah, renamed it to 805 in 2012. 805 is of course the area code for Central California, and this is apparently Firestone's best-selling product. Now, I've had a lot of their barrel-aged stuff. I've had their stouts and I love their stouts, and I've had a few of their beers and I love the beers that Firestone make, but that's a bold claim to make, best-selling product. Now notice I didn't say best-selling beer, they said best-selling product, so they're going to try and get around that, I reckon. But yeah, lovely can design, by the way. I love that. You saw the beer. It's stunning. You can see why it was called Honey Blonde Ale originally, because of the colour, very golden blonde. Carbonation streaming plentiful. Head finger width. Small compact head. So yeah, good looking beer. Let's crack on with the aromas. Yeasty, bready, and there's something else there. Yeasty, bready, I don't know if that's yeah, I'd say that's more of an earthy aroma. So sort of yeasty, bready, and earthy, which is a strange combination for a beer of this colour. So cheers everyone to California, and to Jimbo for bringing this back for me. Cheers. Okay, I'll see where this is going. I see what you're doing. So, let's throw me a little bit, because that's very different. The head is foamy, slight sweetness to it, which I think does the job for this beer. Let me explain. The beer is very light-bodied, watery, clean, crisp, which I get because if you're in California, the temperatures get to really, really hot, and it's stupid out there. Like, you're going to die of heat exhaustion. So they want something refreshing and light, and this is going to fit the bill. All right, you got a light, refreshing beer. Very clean. There's no nasties in there. I can't taste anything that's off. If I burp, sign of a good beer. The head, you get through the head, so that sweetness to a watery, light-bodied, clean, crisp beer. And when you do that, I'm also picking up a slight pine to that, I think. Okay, interesting. Definitely a pine. Undertones of, I would say, a grassy note. But as I've just had a sort of second, third gulp of this, that head has now gone from a sweet, subtle taste to more soapy. and again, it's breaking up that profile of the beer. So grassy pine. I don't get no malts there. I think there's a light hop bitterness, definitely very light on the hops. You know, you can barely taste it, but it's good. It's good. There is some breadiness to that as well. I can't say if it's white bread or brown bread. I couldn't tell you, but there is a breadiness to that. With, as I said, that grassy note, a dry bitterness on the finish, very dry bitter. I'm not sure if I like that dry bitter finish on this style of beer. It's supposed to be a blonde ale, remember? I'm not sure if I like that, but I feel that there could be a bit more flavour in this beer. Nothing's really wowing me about this, but again, I'm trying not to remain, you know, too biased or too negative on it, because I love Firestone Brewery. I feel that there could just be a little bit more of a flavour punch, because what I'm getting is just a very laid back beer, which nothing wrong with that, but there's no real flavour there that really stands out. Okay, I've got the grassy notes, I've got the pine, there's a bit of earthiness to it, bready notes to it, sweet head that then goes into a soapy kind of head on the second, third sip in, and it does a good job of breaking that profile up. And the finish is that dry, again, bitter finish, which I'm not keen on. But the body is light, it's clean, it's crisp, it's refreshing. So I get it. Being out in Cali, you're going to want something that's going to, you know, quench your thirst, but just give you a nice bit of flavour. Now, I'm not overly struck, but I'm not overly joyed either. I would say a good summer beer, very good summer beer. And as you can see, I'm making very short work of this because I'm enjoying it a little too much. And at 4.7, you know, this is, yeah, it's pretty good. Nice light beer, one to chill out on. This would probably be very good as well if you had a takeaway or a takeout for those Americans. Something that's going to cleanse the palate, you know, and get rid of that grease and salt. So yeah, I actually really quite like it. The more I drink this, the more it grows on me. First couple of sips, take or leave, I'm getting more and more down this, and I'm thinking the more I'm liking. I'm going to give that, I think I'll give that an, I'd say about an 8 out of 10. I'll be honest, I think that's about a good 8. I would give that more points should there be more flavour profile, but because there's not, that's why I'm giving it the score I'm giving it. So there you go, I think that's a reasonable, good beer. So if you are new to the channel, come and join me. Tickle that bell icon, get those notifications on, and as always, if you've liked this video, why don't you share it to all your friends, all your beer heads out there, and yeah, don't forget to comment as well. If you've had the 805, let me know what you thought of it. Was it any good? Was it bad? And would you drink it again? Because I certainly would. Thanks for watching. Cheers, guys.